All right, so we are at part 2 of the Arts Reporter, your Arts Reporter. We focus on arts, entertainment, entrepreneurs, and inspirational life stories. We've got inspirational life story, a product, an entrepreneur. Okay, so this is Chrissy, right? Chrissy Homemade Limeade. And your aunt passed you down this wonderful recipe. Now, when I drink it, it's not until it gets like back here and then goes down that it's like, wow. It's also giving me some energy as well. Like I need anymore, but because I'm already bouncing off the walls once I wake up. I think that's my spirit though. Inside of me, she just be like, oh, I want to do this. And so, because my body is, how old am I now? 48. I'm 48. Oh, wow. Yeah. So thank you. Yes. Yeah. Well, thank you. And I keep on drinking this. I'm probably going to look greater because you got something in here, girl. There's your natural nutrients. So we were talking about when you were a little girl and how your aunt is from Jamaica. And how she used to make this juice for you, this lime juice for you. And so now what I wanted to know was, while you were growing up, you were going to Jamaica, you were drinking this juice. And then at what age did she give you the recipe?
She gave me the recipe at 16.
You got to talk up a little louder.
She gave me the recipe at 16 years old.
Okay.
And that's when I started making it for myself.
Right.
And so I just been making it ever since. And it wasn't until back in 2012 when I decided to go ahead and start launching out and start letting different people try it.
Yeah.
And now 2014 is when I'm trying to go ahead and market it and get it into different stores, going to different festivals, events with the product.
Yeah. This is a good product. Plug your website and tell everybody where they can find you.
Okay, you can find me on Facebook at Chrissy's Homemade Limeade. You can also follow me on Twitter at Chrissy's Limeade. And you can also go to my website, which is www.chrissyslimeade.com.
I'm going to tell you something. I love for my entrepreneurs to be happy about what they're doing because that's very important. So I'm going to keep supporting you. You're going to keep supporting me. She contacted me and she was like, I want to be on your show and I want me some advertising. Yes. Girl, how can we make this happen? I was like, okay. And shout out to all of the entrepreneurs that do that. Yes. Because I always let people know, I got advertising available. Let's go. You support me. I support you. We make this happen together. So this bottle is how many ounces?
This is a 32-ounce bottle.
This is a 32-ounce bottle, and this is going for
$6.
$6, and then you have a smaller bottle.
Yes, a 16-ounce, which is $3.50.
Okay. And now, can they purchase your limeade online?
No, not online. How do we do? Mm-hmm. You can go ahead and contact me either on my website at my P.O. Box address, or you can contact me via phone or via email as well. My email address is chrissyslimeade@gmail.com.
Okay, so this is what I need to know. If someone is in California and they want your product, how does that work?
Well, right now we're only available in the Atlanta, Georgia area.
Okay.
So pretty soon, I'm hoping within the next 2 months, I will be able to ship within the United States.
Okay. And what is that going to entail? What makes that decision?
Well, first I have to go ahead and figure out how to freeze the product so that way when it gets to California, it'll still be good. Because right now, this is a fresh product. Uh-huh. So I want to make sure that the product will be good for at least 2 weeks. Okay. So that's what I'm in the process of working on right now.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I like it. And all of my Atlanta people. And I'm going to Augusta. Oh, yeah, my Augusta fans. I'm going to be playing with Rudy and his band with Brother Trav and Lala. And I want to bring them some of this.
Oh, excellent.
I want to take some of this with me to Augusta.
Oh, that would be wonderful.
Yeah. And I'm going to sell it at the table. We're going to make some money.
Yes.
We're going to get us a vend. We're going to vend, and we're going to put it on ice, and we're going to have it nice and cold.
Yes.
Any last, advice, some advice, or, give some advice to a person that is like, oh, I want to step out, but I might not be able to step out, because you have to step out on faith as an entrepreneur. So give some advice about that.
I would just tell any person that is looking to go ahead and start their own business, whether it be a product or music they have, whatever it is that you're looking to do, just go ahead and follow your heart. Your heart will never lead you wrong. Just go ahead. If the thought came to your mind, just go ahead and act on that thought. And I promise you, you will have a wonderful time. It's always good to be doing something that you enjoy. So absolutely just go ahead and take that step on faith.
Like I'm enjoying this limeade, okay? Chrissy's limeade, homemade limeade. And plug your website one more time.
That's www.chrissyslimeade.com.
Good. And we're going to show your commercial, and then we're going to be back right after these messages. You're logged on to mjtvnetwork.info, The Arts Reporter. Mwah. We'll be right back.
Are you looking for that special treasure? Stop by Airport Antiques Gallery, an upscale, one-stop shopping experience. We feature some of the finest antique furniture, art, and collectible treasures from around the world. Airport Antiques and Eclectic Treasures provides professional auction and estate services for your personal valuables. We turn your treasures into... Located at 3440 Lang Avenue, Hapeville, Georgia. We are waiting for your call, 404-530-3930. That's 404-530-3930. Airport Antiques and Eclectic Treasures.
right, all right, all right. Y'all gonna learn today. In the words of Kevin Hart. You're logged on to MimiJohnson.net, MJTV Network, the Arts Reporter, focusing on arts, entertainment, entrepreneurs, and inspirational life stories. Every Wednesday it goes down right here. I am here with Miss Regina.
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm great, but I'm always great.
I know, I see that. She got on her eyelashes like me. We something like twins right now with the eyelashes. Girl, wait. First of all, that's an acronym.
It is.
Okay, tell everybody what the acronym is.
E-Wait stands for Empowered Women Accountable to Each Other. And our slogan is, we'll help you get your sassy back.
Yes.
Yes.
And you sassy. Regina sassy.
Am I sassy? Yes, I think I am.
Where you from?
I'm originally from a little town called Tabor City, North Carolina.
Okay.
Left there, went to school in Greensboro, North Carolina, A&T, and now I'm here in Atlanta.
Yes, yes. And I just wanted to shout out to your son, who is like getting ready to be this professional athlete soon.
Absolutely.
We just want to say hey.
Hi, Gabe Robinson. You guys look out for him.
Yes.
And his new line, The New Spartan. His first fight, May the 9th in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. First round victory real fast for Mama. Yeah.
Okay. Is she a plugger or what? Yeah. I like her. You
First
get right.
round.
Bim.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So when did you come to Atlanta?
We moved here in September of 2012.
Okay.
Yes.
And what made you decide that you wanted to build this organization, E-Wait?
Well, E-Wait actually came from a relationship between me and my baby sister. Hey, Pam.
Hey, Pam.
She's my business partner. We actually have a relationship where we're talking about the fact that we were living average lives.
Okay.
All right? And we created an accountability team where we had to email each other every day what we had done on our to-do list that was moving us forward towards really living out our purpose, really being who God had created us to be. And my sister's we're very competitive. And so I knew she was going to get her stuff done. And the interesting thing is when someone's holding you accountable, you don't want to be the one that didn't do your stuff.
That's right.
And I told her, I said, more women could benefit from having another woman in their life who would challenge them in love to be everything that God created them to be.
Yeah.
And then one Sunday morning at the church I was attending in Greenwood, South Carolina, doing praise and worship, God gave me the name E-Wait. I still have the notebook where I wrote down the name and the mission statement. And I went home and I called my sister and I told her he's going to use what started with 2 sisters to bless millions of women around the world. And that is my vision.
I love it. Yeah, and when I saw your information, I believe we're Facebook friends.
Yes.
And I said, let me go check out this lady here. And I was like, when I went to the website, I saw so much great content to empower women,
yes.
empower people.
Yes.
And I was like, okay, because I'm an empowerment nut. I believe everybody should be empowered, but especially being a mentor to a lot of younger women.
Absolutely.
That watch me, and so they see how I'm empowered through other women
yes.
and men,
yes.
and it's like a domino effect.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. So,
it's a ripple effect from your life into the lives of people that you have the opportunity to impact. And that is the mission. That is the Great Commission. It's not just about our individual lives,
yes.
but how our lives affect everybody we come in contact with.
Yes. And we should impact other people. That's very important.
Oh, yes. People should leave you better than they came to you. In other
yes.
words, if they come to you, they spend time with you, they should leave better,
yes.
empowered, more inspired. Whatever it is, they should walk away from you better in life.
Yeah. Now you have a radio show. I'll pull that up. I think it's all the way at the top very, very beginning of the slideshow. And we just want to show your flyer there. For those of you on YouTube, you can't see this. You have to literally go to the network. But if you're at YouTube, you can only be able to watch her commercial spot. But for mjtvnetwork.info, you can see the slideshows. And so get your sass back. The Get
yes.
Your Sassy Back show.
Yes.
With Regina Sunshine.
My nickname is Sunshine. They call me Regina Sunshine.
Yeah. That goes. Yeah, that's you. Sunshine.
Yes.
So tell us about your radio show.
Well, the radio show is simply an extension of what we do on the road as we minister to women. It fell into my lap. I got to share this testimony.
Yes.
A friend of mine called me on a Sunday night, and he said, you remember one time you made a joke that if I ever got a radio station, I should have you on to do a show called Get Your Sassy Back with Regina Sunshine? And I said, yeah. I said, what you talking about? He said, well, how about this? I'm at this new station in Atlanta called New Radio. He said, they're looking for some positive content. Won't you come down? And I said, well, do I need to do a presentation? Do I need to be ready for anything? He said, no, just come and be you. And I walked in that station thinking I was going to sell them on Regina. And I walked in and they said, tell us what you want and you can have it. And they gave me my own show with full creative control and nothing but God. Because not anything I could have ever orchestrated. It was basically a door I walked through, and he was already there. Like I said, he's going before us. He was already there waiting for me to walk into that blessing. So it's every Monday from 10 a.m. to 12 noon. Okay. And we take basically the same thing we do on the road with our women. And also I have a men's organization, so we take our men as well.
Yes.
And we bring those empowerment speakers and authors and other great people. I meet some amazing people as I travel. Yeah. So I get the opportunity to bring them to a platform where people who might not otherwise meet them get the opportunity to meet them.
Yes.
So that's the radio show.
I love that. I love that. And so your Facebook is Ewait. What you got there? Ewait Sassy Women. That's your Facebook. And then ewait.com.
Yes. The main website is ewait.com, EWATE.com. And they can locate all of our social media by going to our main website.
That's right.
We have a group on Facebook for women. We have a group for men. We have different pages for the businesses.
Oh, yeah. Yes. You doing it like I'm doing it. Somebody said to me, you got 10 Facebook pages. I'm like, pick one.
I really do. I
mean, but all we telling you is we giving you the opportunity, pick one. Yes. Or pick 2 or 3 or pick all of them and like us and follow us and join us and be there with us so you know what we have going on. Now, do you have any events coming up?
I actually do. It's for my men's organization.
And I didn't even know that. But I feel that you going to do some events.
I do. I have to mention we have a men's organization called Living Like a Boss. And BOSS stands for Business, Occupation, Service, and Significance.
Yes.
And we're having our 1-year anniversary event May 31st in Greenwood, South Carolina. Our keynote speaker is Professor Griff from Public Enemy. And I have some other amazing men on the platform that day. Lots of poets and rappers.
Oh, I want to come sing.
Great time. You can come on down.
Oh, yeah.
It's this is the first men's event where we're going to
allow
like being
women. Around men.
Well, in the
how you gonna have a whole bunch of
oh my goodness,
bunch of men and ain't no women there?
We always have to turn the women away from our men's event.
You bet.
I always want to know who's in the building, but this is the first one where we're actually allowing women in. We're actually encouraging them to come. The topic for the day is fatherhood, fathering our own children and fathering a community.
Yes.
And there are so many women who are raising children on their own that we feel like they need to be a part of the discussion now.
Yes.
So.
Look, let me tell y'all something about excluding women from men's conventions. We ain't having it.
They always, but
and we want men to come to our event. I don't want to be around. I love my women. Oh God, do I love my women. But it ain't nothing like having some men around too. I mean, come on. Right. Yes. Quiet on set.
Yeah, that's my alarm on my phone. I'm so sorry.
Oh, okay. Well, you over here. Ain't nothing we can do about it. Don't worry about it. Somebody will get it over there in the studio. No, but I understand that a lot of times people create these situations where it's only women or only men to stay focused on what we're supposed to be talking about. So I mean, I was just playing, but in my own way, I'm for real too. Like, cause a whole you got 15,000 men. I want to be around that for a little while.
But this is how the women got in. I told them they could come and they could serve, and they showed up to serve.
They could come and serve food.
The same thing I do for my women's events. I tell the men you can come and you can serve. That's how you get in the building.
Okay, that's cute. I like that. Yes. I'm going to have to come to some of your women's events and be like, hey, thank you. Appreciate it. No, but we're grown-ups. Men love women. Women love men. It's a natural thing. So it's not like, y'all don't act like, oh my God, you know what I'm saying? But my thing is that having these conventions and bringing people together, I think that is, it's amazing. What are some of the things that you talk about, let's just say for the men's convention first?
Well, the whole purpose behind getting Ball started, and let me mention that first, because it wasn't something that I felt like I was supposed to do. I had so many men who came to me and said, you should do the same thing for men that you do for women. And I kept saying, that's not my lane. That's a great idea, but a man should do it.
Right.
Then I had a pastor prophesy to me 3 years ago that I would work with men the same way I work with women. And men continued to come. And I know enough that when things God continues to bring people to you, that this was how I approached it. I can create a platform and bring together some amazing men to minister to other men. So I create the space.
Yes.
For them. And for the very first Boss event, the whole thing was, how do we save our young people? That was what the whole thing was. Because this is how I feel. In order to save our community, it's going to take a community of men who decide we're going to lead our families out of this situation. And so I wanted to bring together what I call the doers. I got out to the community and I said, who's working with boys? Who's working with men? Who's out here serving in the community? Because I wanted the doers to know who the other doers were so they could unify and do more work. And when I say it was the best event I've ever had, my men's event, they talked about institutionalized slavery. They talked about the lack of men in the home. They talked about, not knowing our history. It was across the board one of the best conversations I'd ever been honored to be a part of. And we had to actually stop and send them home. They didn't want to go.
Right.
We had to say, okay, we can do this another time.
Right.
What happened, they ended up creating what they call a think tank. And these guys still get together. And I'm getting chills when I think about it, because that was what I wanted. I wanted something to happen. I didn't want us to get together and have another conference and nothing was changed. Because for me, it makes no sense that we continue to talk about things and nobody's doing anything.
Right. That's right.
So that was the purpose of Boss, because I wanted to get the men who were doing great work together so they could do more great work.
We're going to take a commercial break. You're logged on to mimijohnson.net and mjtvnetwork.info, the arts reporter with Regina with await.com. We'll be right back. Mwah.
Hey, baby, see my keys? Can't find my keys. Oh, there they go. In the corner right quick, I'll be back. Yeah. In the corridors of my mind, I imagine what the road of life will be like.
I'm fierce and fabulous. If you ain't like me, you can't handle it. The queen, and I'm running this. Step up to me, you better represent. I'm fierce and fabulous. If you ain't like me, you can't handle it. In control and loving it. That's why I'm so fierce and fabulous. I'm always decked out with the freshest styles. Everywhere I roll, a ball for mouth. Ice on my wrist, 7 on my hips. Shoes on my feet, flies can be. The heat I bring is danger. This is just your warning. The game is so electric.
Yeah. Okay, so now we're with Regina with Await, Regina Sunshine with Await. It's EWATE.com.
Right.
And what's the acronym?
Empowered women accountable to each other.
Okay, and now let's talk about your women's conference. We talked about your men's conference and how that was a total success. Now you're doing that again on May 31st. When is your women's conference?
We are having our Get Your Sassy Back tour this fall. We have 7 cities. I don't have the dates in front of me, but they can find it out on our website. But we're basically going back on the road, going back to basics. Last year, we did a Purpose-Driven Women tour, 2 tours last year. And it was so successful. The women wanted us back on the road. But I wanted to go back to basics, going back to the things we are foundational with E-Weight. So we're going back on the road to talk about self-worth and self-image, relationships, parenting, finances, things that every woman needs help with.
Yes. Good. So where do you see yourself like in 5 years?
Well, our goal is to start an E-Weight Academy. And that is, it will be a solid building location where women can go for counseling, coaching. Maybe they just need a day at the spa, an all-around women's health facility is what I want to do. And outside of that, I see us all over the world. I do see us global, having conferences in major cities all over the world because there's so many women who are hurting. And when I took this call, when I accepted this call, I told him I would go wherever he sent me. And so I'm going to all the world.
Okay, so you got a ticket from, can I go? I want to go.
And I'm ready.
I'm going to take my limeade and we're going. I'm taking Chrissy's homemade limeade and we're going.
That sounds good.
You're going to taste some of this but
I am
after the show.
go.
You're going to love this, girl. I'm serious. And it's got me hyped. Global News is coming up next. MJTV Global News will be coming up in about 15-20 minutes here at MJTV Network. Yeah, I'm the new female Ted Turner, I got to say. And having people like you on my show, at my network, is amazing because you inspire me to bring you to media for people to know who you are. It's so many people that are going to know who you are. So that's a blessing.
It is.
Because my network is about positive, influential television. If you watch anything on MJTV Network, it's something your 4-year-old can watch, and it's something your 99-year-old grandmother can watch, and all in between. So what would be some advice to women that are seeking your kind of help, but they just don't know how to reach out to you?
Well, you can find me on social media. They can look for Regina Robinson on Facebook. They can find me on Be Fiercely Sassy for Twitter. Or you can just email at sassyreginarobinson@yahoo.com. And I do have women all the time who contact me because they just want someone to talk to. And I was created to be an encourager. That's what God put me here for. And so I still do a lot of individual work with women because that's what I was created. I am doing exactly what he put me here to do. And every day I get to walk into a woman's life and I know her life has changed. It's the best day of my life.
Yeah, that's great. Because I know that as a media and a television personality, that when I see organizations like yours, it just uplifts me and make me say, I want you on my TV show. I want to support you. I want to be, I want to give you some advertising. I want to help to sponsor you in whatever kind of way that I can because you're doing something that's wonderful, not only for the community, but for the world. You know what I'm saying? And that's so important. And people want, these networks are putting all of this bull on TV. And my network is the network that will not ever put the bull on my network, on whatever TV show we land and we air. It's always going to be something that's going to uplift people, whether it's comedy, news, sports, the arts reporter. We got Genius Cooking with the Diva and Daughter coming up. We got the Curvy Beauty with Miss Tisa Edge and Catherine Michelle coming up. MJTV Sports. So, and it's all a Genius comedy with Osanji and Lakita. So with all of that, it's all going to always be positive. And people like yourself that have these companies, you give me the power to promote you. Because if you weren't available and there was only just negativity, that's all I would be able to promote. And I'm not going to do that. Yes. So you give me the reason to be able to promote. I know you ain't about to cry because we got eyelashes on. We can't cry on TV.
But I have to say this. I thank you for the opportunity and for the edification, but it's not me.
But if you're the vessel.
I'm the vessel.
You're the vessel.
And I want to tell women that if you're listening, so many women are wondering, how can I do the X, Y, Z?
Yes.
And I tell them all the time, you just do what God has told you to do.
Yes.
You just allow him to use you and the doors will open.
Yes.
You know, people will walk into your life and build you a website. People will walk into your life and give you money for whatever you need. All you have to do is be willing to go where he tells you to go.
Yes.
And I thank you for this opportunity. I don't take it lightly, this time or this space, to be a part of what you're doing here. And I do understand that this is just a part of the mission that I'm on. So I thank you.
Yes. And so many people are going to watch this worldwide, honey. I'm going to make you famous. I'm going to make Limeade famous too. Because this is good. Getting back to what Regina was saying, everyone, I know that when I post on Facebook, I do a lot of promoting, self-promoting, promoting for my advertisers, promoting shows, but I always do let people know that I am a servant in the arts and I am supposed to entertain you and make you happy. That's my ministry, and that I am a vessel, because there's no way on God's green earth that I could do all the things that I do without spirit. The Most High says, do this, do this, do this, do this, and you just move. And when it's time to rest, you rest. And when it's time to move, we move. And when it's time to be still and still be awake, we be still and we be awake. So we have to, we always have to listen.
Yes.
For the delegation. And then we go.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's important. And I want to take a moment, if it's okay, to edify my mother and my grandmother.
Of course.
Those are the next two. I tell women all the time, so much of who I am is because of the two amazing women that are in my life. My earliest memories are praying with my grandma. Hey, Grandma. We would be on our knees, and she would pray for everybody we ever met. We would fall asleep while she was praying. And my mother, I have 4 sisters, as 5 girls.
Yes.
Every day of our lives, she told us we were beautiful, and we were smart, and we were amazing women, that God had great plans for our life.
Yes.
So I don't sit here by myself.
Yes.
I stand on the shoulders of some spiritual giants, and I'm thankful of what they poured into me so that I get to do what I do. Hey, y'all.
Hey, y'all.
I had to say that.
Hey, y'all. And I got to say hi to my mom, too, and all of my family as well, because it is the women that we, look to, and that we say, oh, I want to be like my mom, or I want to be like my grandmother. But we do have men that have also nurtured us as well. So we do have to give a shout out. That's why you started your men's conference.
Yes. And I have to mention my dad. He is in a rehab facility in Wilmington, North Carolina. He had a major stroke back in September. But God is so good, because everything the doctor said he wouldn't do, he's doing now.
Go ahead, Dad.
We stood on the word of God, and we confessed. We anointed and prayed with him daily.
Yes.
And he left a hospital they said he'd never leave.
Yes.
Doing everything they said he'd never do. But let me tell you something. That goes back to being equal. Make sure you're equally yoked. I'm sorry, I'm on a whole other
Go. We got about 4 more minutes.
My mama stood on the word for him and his healing, and that's the reason he's here today. But I thank you, Daddy, for everything you've done for me. That's it.
Mm-hmm. I thank you to my daddy too for everything. The parents and people that raise us are amazing. Look, we're going to get on up out of here because, first of all, we're over time.
I'm sorry.
No, that's me. That's me, because I could have cut you off a long time ago, but I'm like, no, go. ewate.com. So it's www.ewate.com. Make sure you check us out. Check out Chrissy's homemade limeade. You're tuned into the Arts Reporter, your Arts Reporter, where we focus on arts, entertainment, entrepreneurs, and inspirational life stories. Every Wednesday, 7 p.m. It goes down right here, mjtvnetwork.info. And we will see you next week. And come on over here real quick, Chrissy. Come on real quick. Come on. Because on 3, we're going to say tartar. 1, 2, 3. Tartar! 'cause I am. Hey. Woman. Check it.
If you give me some time, I'll make you mine.